Because we are failures.
Because we are losers.
Yes.
Welcome to the ARocksLife third podcast. My name is Francis. This is Darnell.
Oh my goodness. How have we made 3 podcasts or two podcasts already? So much progression.
I never thought we'd make the first one, to be quite honest. Because I came up to you one day, I'm like, let's make a podcast. And you're like, eh.
Exactly like that, actually. That's how I make.
So this is
Thingies.
the 1997. I'm pulling that date out of the wonderland of fake dates. It's either 97 or 98. But it's one of those 2.5D shooters that everyone hates but me. So
Yeah, it's true.
Here we are.
The moving what is it?
I don't know. What is it?
The weapon display, what is that called?
2.5D? I don't know.
No, the thingy.
Yeah.
The screen that shows the weapon in your hand and like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that called?
The HUD?
The moving HUD elements or something like that. Whatever.
Okay.
That's so like advanced. Like honestly, I've played games that don't have that. Like new games, nice games that have worse HUD elements than this. Star Wars Battlefront 2 had a worse first-person HUD element than this, which is just depressing because that's such a good game. Good talk, team.
Yep, so a Shadow Warrior is pretty great. It's got, we won't be able to hear Lo Wang, but Lo Wang is our feature protagonist, and he's the best, is the thing.
He's just such a beautiful person.
Yes, exactly. So this, it's a first-person shooter from the 90s, so what do you want? You run around and you shoot all the monsters, and you say a lot of one-liners, and then everything dies. I use cheat codes for weapons because I'm lazy and I don't want to die a million times during the podcast, otherwise there'll be nothing to look at besides the quick save and the quick load button.
And me.
And you. There's always you.
Yeah, kind of.
Also the shotgun's burst fire.
Look at my voice.
I always
That's a thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, is the podcast, we got topics. Darnell, you want to take us away?
Yeah, actually,
All
no.
right, awesome.
No.
Do you want me to? Okay.
Did we actually introduce ourselves? I can't remember.
Yes, I did start it off.
Oh, because I don't introduce myself ever.
Next time, you know what, you can do it.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited. All right.
Something to look for. Puzzles.
Yeah.
I figured this one. It's the colors.
Topic number 1. Assassin's Creed Unity, bad port. Great game, bad port.
That's the word on the street. Next
so
topic.
I've heard.
No, okay.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So the problem with Assassin's Creed Unity port was all of it. Actually, there was it wasn't even like there's this one problem. There were all the problems.
Such as?
Well, lots of glitches and things of that nature, just sort of errors with the AI and things like that. But some of the stuff was pretty bad. A lot of crashes, a lot of corrupted saves. It was pretty bad. And
so Battlefield 4, only similar. Assassin's Creed.
But Assassin's Creed, so it's an actual problem.
Yeah.
I got a nuke launcher here, but an acquaintance of mine who has a really good PC, like an alien computer because he has lots of money, he couldn't run the game. It was just all over the place. So,
the crazy graphics card requirement or something.
Yeah.
For
he has a Titan.
Oh, what was it for? For Shadow of Mordor, they said that you need this crazy graphics card, but the graphics aren't that good.
Yeah, I didn't think that game had anything exceptionally.
Yeah, but a similar situation, only this time legit.
Yeah, well, I think it was more just the port was really bad, I guess. Although I heard the console version suffered from some errors as well, so I heard the game was if say it was a good port, the actual game was a step down from Assassin's Creed 4 because there's no pirate ships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, everyone loved that, but at the same time, you're it was a good game. They did well on the campaign, but they also took away aspects that were new and brought lots of people to the series. And I understand that in a sense, Like, you can go only too far with the ships. Like,
I think they shot themselves in the foot by having the ships in so early.
You've got to have some ground assassins and stuff. I don't think there were horses, were they?
I do not know.
I do not believe that I've seen a horse in that game, so that was another digression. Is that the correct word?
Regression?
Devolution?
Yes. No, regression's fine.
Yeah, regression. So they just took away stuff that added more gameplay aspects and therefore made the game less exciting as people were finding the new ones.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the ship issue is, I don't know if there's an easy solution because, I mean, okay, so you make a game with pirate ships, right, for your series, just as sort of a twist. Then for the next one, you have to do something, right? You don't want to do ships again because it's a different time period, but you need something, right?
Like in Assassin's Creed Revelations, they had the zip lines. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you could ride your horse anywhere, and there was a fast travel system.
Right, you need something
all that
happening.
Cool stuff. Assassin's Creed 2, there was the horses, you could swim in water, there were boats. Like, not ships, but boats.
Right.
Then Assassin's Creed Unity, there was, your hands and your feet and fast travel.
The co-op was extremely glitchy as well, so that was one of the features that...
It seems like it would be fun, great concept, if it worked the way they said it would. And I am a big fan of Assassin's Creed, so...
Well, I'm not really, but...
I was kind of disappointed by all of the bad things I heard about it. Given I haven't played this, but... I think based on the billions of bad port reviews...
And by billions, you mean, like, thousands, but
yeah.
It's actually, at least on Steam anyways, it's split almost 50%, 50%. Of people saying, don't worry about the issues, the actual game is great, and then the other people are like, no, you can't ignore these issues.
It is a great game, but it does have really big issues.
I don't think they should be overlooked for the game's goodness. I think Ubisoft needs to make a good port.
Like, for example, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood will be my example because I love that game. Great game. I'm fairly certain it probably got pretty good reviews on Steam.
I will say it did.
I can't say for sure.
There's enough fans of the series for it.
It still had a terrible PC port. All Assassin's Creed games do not do well on PC.
That is a sad thing because I would like to play some of them at some point. You know, I was actually gonna get Unity, but then, you know,
all of the bad reviews.
Yeah.
But this game still had the good reviews, but Assassin's Creed 4, or rather, Assassin's Creed Unity, did not even get that.
Yeah. Ignore my cheat codes every 10 seconds. Because I'm just that awful at this game.
So is that the end of that topic, or do you have something to say?
No, I mean, ports. Ports are ports. Man. It's unfortunate.
PC gets the brunt of a lot of things because
it's powerful and
we live in a console world. Like, people play PC, but when they play PC, they play stupid stuff like Minecraft and
Dota 2. Ooh, that was...
You just offended half of the population. All of Asia. All of Asia.
Yes, on the entire Earth. Wow. No, I don't have anything against them. I just personally don't like them.
That is a great enemy.
Yeah. My brain just forgot what they're called. Not MMOs, but
I learned at some point. But I don't care.
It's a arena. There's a word.
Something.
Yeah,
it's something.
Cool. Awesome.
They play stuff like that, or God forbid I even say Roblox?
What's that?
Something like that. It's like hipster Minecraft.
So stupid. Wait, isn't Minecraft the hipster Minecraft?
Yeah, exactly. It's like
awesome.
People who play that game, at least
let's just
one of the kids at the school we went to.
I've never been to a school.
Yeah, in my life. Honestly, I dropped out of
preschool.
Like preschool. Like when my mother was describing school to me, I dropped out of that, and I've never gone to school since. I don't think that even counts as school. So.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I hate living. But this kid was like, no, Minecraft is stupid. Roblox is so better. And I was like, awesome. is it pronounced whatever.
No, I like how you just call it Roblox.
What makes it better?
And my crouch key wasn't working, so okay, now it is. We're good.
He was making such a stupid game. Yeah, I hope I offend you, community. He was making such a stupid game.
Done.
Hipster.
Fishies. Yeah, that's...
How do you even do that?
That's interesting, to say the least.
But, like, with that community, companies are less focused on how good their ports are. They're more focused on...
money. All the time.
They're
just
focused on money, and the real money comes from the consoles. Because on PC, there are sales all the time. Even buying, like, a CD CD, a disc for PC games, it's like $8 to buy some disc games. Yeah, disc games for PC, but for like consoles, it's $60. Right. Who wants to pay that? But because of the better ports,
I think it's been actually about a solid year since I've bought a disc. Yeah, it's probably been about a year.
Yeah, I just buy games from like the $10 less bin at GameStop.
Yeah, well, it's because you're poor. Ooh,
wow, that was
lower class. Ugh. Wow, she's going to
Sorry,
kill me. She's bits now.
Are you not poor? I'm kidding.
I don't know.
All right, so is that the end of that topic?
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate product. So let's all...
so many games have ports that I enjoy more on PC. Like
Sugar Balls.
Halo Wars probably would have been better on PC.
Every RTS ever would be better on PC. I've never played a good RTS on a console ever. It doesn't work without the mouse, does it?
But that kind of sucked because it was on Xbox. I'm sorry, Xbox. I play you. I love you. I make love to you.
Okay.
But
yeah, now it's weird.
But it's just not as good.
Alright. So, what was our next topic then? Oh, Darnell one?
Far Cry series.
Yeah?
I do not know very much about this. I have not played any of the early ones. I watched some gameplay of the third one.
Please tell me it was Tobuscus, because I'm going to, like, murder you.
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, good.
It was a dark time.
Yeah.
But I watched a little bit of that. I watched a tiny bit of Far Cry 4 gameplay. Then it got a little racy with the nudity, so I...
Is that in that game, Far?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know.
There's plenty. Like, there's this cult of women or something.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play
I don't know, something like that.
But I have 1, 2, 3 and Blood Dragon. Also, Blood Dragon's by far my favorite.
So much fun.
That was pretty amazing.
I did play that one, most of it, until it deleted my save.
Nice.
Way to go.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
That was pretty great.
But yeah, I haven't ever been into the series, mainly because I'm so busy playing Serious Sam all the time.
Also, with Ubisoft?
The ports aren't that bad on the PC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
You should be. But I picked it up, I'm like, it's on sale, I'll try these kiddie games out, and pretty good. First one's a bit rough, but it's alright.
Also, Black Friday is amazing. It kills tons of people, and I get great deals on good games.
So it's a win-win.
It is win-win.
Thank you for interrupting me for that.
You're welcome.
You killed my train of thought. The first Far Cry it's interesting. It's old, so it hasn't aged incredibly well because it's missing a lot of things that we consider modern first-person shooters to have. But it sets out to do a thing and it does it all right. Lots of bushes.
Oh, really?
Yep. The second game is really boring, and I do not recommend it. Third one, pretty good. That's probably...
I think you played it when you were younger and really enjoyed the ending scene. Like, how do I say this innocently?
Don't say it at all. No, we all everyone on the internet knows. Don't even bring it up.
Well, we all loved that.
No, just you.
That was probably one of the first times it was a big part of a game. After that, GTA 5 came and nobody cared.
Ruined it for everyone.
Yeah. Then Far Cry 4 came, and that was great.
And it's cool,
you just shot the ground.
Yeah.
Right in front of you. I'm sad you didn't die. Good talk.
Right. Ow.
Where's the time?
I found a secret area.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So my analysis of the game is this. I think where a sandbox game falls down, for me, is not having enough to do. Or not having enough of a reward. Okay, here's my example. In GTA 5, it's like, go get your car painted and go to the club and do some heists.
I threw up a little bit.
And do all this, and there's so much to do, but there's no reward for doing it. It just assumes we have all the stuff, and therefore you'll be entertained because there's stuff. I want structure to this.
Wow, that is more accurate than
you anticipated?
Yes.
Right. There's not enough structure, so I think what Far Cry 3 does well is everything is useful to you. There's hunting and whatnot, which I sort of dreaded, but then it's like, you want to carry a third weapon? Hunt some sharks, and it's like, there's a reason for me to go out and hunt the sharks, and it will be fun because I know there's a reward for doing it. And then I got eaten like twice. But it's like, harvest these plants because it will give you health syringes, and it's like, I need health syringes, so now I'm going to harvest the plants. Also tiger. There's lots of tigers in Far Cry. They eat me.
Yeah, Far Cry 4 has loads of white tigers, and
yeah, those are in 3 as well.
Everyone likes white more than any other color, so
yeah, everything is very well structured, including the garrisons are fun to liberate because you could like take out your sniper rifle, mark each target, then pick them off with a silencer, and then there's that last guy sitting there like, oh, all my friends are dead. He's running in circles, and you just laugh.
Yeah.
Or you can run in there.
So basically, real life.
You can take a truck with an LMG, smash into the front gate, and
commit
gun down
acts of terrorism.
Every single person.
They're not. Is it terrorism if you're doing it to bad people? I feel like that's a problem in this world.
Yeah, that is
like,
a real life problem.
America would have been destroyed by every other country if Japan had not, or for nuking Japan if Japan had not attacked us and broken the terms of war or something like that.
Yeah, well, because we know so much about that.
Yeah, I read quite a few books.
Oh, okay, I haven't. So.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
I don't know how to read. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Of course we don't. Kids these days.
Also, where was I? Oh yeah, but like you can do these 6 things, like Wolfenstein. You can tear someone apart, limb.
But it's okay because they're Nazis.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, you're definitely right on that. Like, it's okay to like take this Nazi and drown him in the toilet because he's a Nazi. So what do you care? It's interesting psychology of in and of itself.
It's like, okay, how am I gonna say this?
I don't know. How are you gonna say it?
Like everything that's wrong is wrong unless you're doing it to someone who you'd think deserves it.
I think on a higher philosophical level, it's if you can justify it to yourself. Honestly, if you can convince yourself what you're doing is right,
it's a matter of whether you'll feel
bad
for the measures you go to.
Yeah. Look at us, philosophy at ARocksLife.
With Nazis, we didn't care what we did because they were doing so much worse to the Jews.
And, pretty much everyone else at that point.
Yeah.
Once the war had started, it was just full out.
Like, oh, you looked interestingly at me. I'm going to take that as an act of rebellion. You're going with the Jews. And the gays. And was it the blacks?
Else? Did they? I don't know. I would assume
someone told me blacks at some point, but I didn't think so.
You didn't source that?
Yeah.
I've never heard actually about that. I'm a bit interested. So
I can look it up eventually if I cared.
Don't worry about it.
But I don't feel like it. But we're justifying whatever we want in that game, like killing all those people, having the guy run around.
Right.
Might not be quite as fun if you felt bad for it. Like, if you killed all those people and he was, like, crying on the floor
Or
because
like
all
his
friends are
family,
dead.
he couldn't like afford
Yeah.
food for their family.
Yeah, like what Handsome Jack finds amusing,
right,
basically.
which
If Handsome Jack finds it amusing, then you should probably feel bad for it.
right, that's actually not a bad basis for your life's things. If it would make Handsome Jack giggle, don't do it.
Yeah. Unless it's like a really cynical, offensive joke.
Those
'Cause
are
those are
fantastic.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Go
We
all
love
out
those
with
here.
At ARocksLife. All ARocksLife, all the time.
Yeah. Do you have anything else
Yeah.
to say on that?
No, I think that
Oh,
sums up.
Far Cry Blood Dragon?
Oh yeah, I suppose
wanna
we
talk
go over
about
Blood
that?
Dragon. Blood Dragon's funny. There you go.
That's all it is.
It's just
just
it's a
funny.
funny. It's a cute. It's what all developers should
There's
do.
a really grody sex scene that would have been really
I did not remember that.
controversial in the 90s.
In
but
the 90s.
no one cares. Like,
Pretty much.
Anything that's like past, anything that came after GTA, no one really cares
No,
about.
yeah, right. So
Like,
the key is to one up GTA 5 at this point.
Yeah.
Go
Like
on.
controversial moments and stuff like that.
Yeah. Everyone aspires to GTA
And
5.
after Modern Warfare 2, like, it's alright to kill people
Right,
in games
because they
like crazy
did that.
because of no Russian.
I love that mission.
It's such a good mission. People are like, well, you don't have to shoot the people in that mission.
It's like, why
oh,
wouldn't
really? I
you?
didn't know that because I did shoot all the people.
No, but
Like, I would see people crawling away and I'd
you
shoot
off
them.
them, right? And
Yeah.
it's not because you're sick. Well, okay, you
It
are
is
sick,
because I'm a sick person.
but that's not the.
It's also because it's just fun.
Yeah, it's
Just
cathartic.
fun shooting people while
There
they
you go.
crawl away.
Let's keep
No.
that as the ARocksLife motto.
Yeah.
It's fun shooting people. Like, oh god, that's a snake. Snake.
I threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Alright, sorry about that.
And out of my mouth. Pretty much just everywhere.
But nowhere.
All at once. What is space?
What are we talking
What
about?
is location?
Jeez, that was a nuclear bomb.
What are you in Japan now? Oh no.
Ooh,
Going back
that
to
was
the-
bad.
Yeah.
That was awful. Funny enough, I think you're an ancient Chinese ninja, so you were
Ancient to Chinese ninja.
right? Because he yells ancient to Chinese ninja.
So yeah, good talk.
Good
team.
talk. That was good. What's our last one? Do we have a? Oh, this was one I
Yeah.
wanted to bring up because I think at ARocksLife, we do a lot with FPS, which is good in itself. But I think we need to talk more about platforming games, because you never hear about them in the mainstream, do you?
You
Besides Mario.
was that sarcastic?
No. What platforming games do you hear about in the mainstream media?
Sorry. What platform are we talking about?
Platforming games, like games about jumping on little
Oh
things.
yes.
There you go.
Mario was a thing.
No, but I mean, like, besides Mario, there's really not a lot in the mainstream, but there's a lot of them, so I think it's a bit interesting.
Would like Battle Block Theater count
Yes,
as one?
that would be a platform.
Oh, that was great. We're gonna have to play that. We will play that
We will
eventually,
play that.
and you will all cry. All 2 of you, 3,
We're at like 4.
4. Wow, that is a lot. All 4 of you will cry.
I think I just turned on. Oh yeah, no clipping. Let's go. Hey, you see that locked door? You see this wall?
Wow, that is.
No
That's
clipping.
great.
Ow. Anyway, so now that I'm amusing. The problem with no clipping, though, is when you get outside the world map and you're not entirely sure. There we go. Anyways, so the thing about platforming games is that there's a lot of good ones. Like Cloudberry Kingdom was seriously so much fun.
I hate that game.
Or like Super Meat Boy.
Wow, that was a great cheat. Really helpful.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That is alright.
Is
Wow.
that blood or
I think that's just everything all
blood
at
and
once.
sand?
Right.
We need more games about the Roman
Violence.
Colosseum. It's not enough.
Right.
Maybe a more like third-person based one of those, less Mortal Kombat.
Maybe Rise Son of Rome with the Batman Arkham sort of fighting, not all QuickTime events.
Yeah. Even like the executions were QuickTime events. But here's the thing: it didn't matter if you were successfully completing them. It didn't make a difference. Like, I wish if I failed the QuickTime event, I would get a stupid assassination. Like, not... Or rather, execution.
Or he would hit you and be like...
Yeah, like,
smack.
ow, my health. Like, maybe you lose a little health as you kill him, or you lose a little health and you can't kill him. Something like that. But I love the cutting off of legs. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you always are a fan of cutting off legs.
I love jibs.
How do you say legs? You say legs weird.
Legs.
Oh, never mind, you're fine now.
Legs.
You used to say legs weird.
Yeah, I got made fun of for it. Thanks.
Bullying at
Nazi.
ARocksLife.
Speaking of Nazis being great.
Alright. I'm not sure where you
topics.
want to take that. That's not even a that's just you spouting gibberish.
It's not gibberish if it makes sense. Like, there are American Nazis. That's a legitimate problem in the US of A.
Not really.
But we live in the country of Europe.
Therefore, right. So,
we wouldn't know.
I think we should move on to part 2 because that last topic went nowhere, and this is the...
Yeah, it was pretty successful, actually.
Tea and Crumpets time at ARocksLife.
Where we switch, or...
Yeah.
Tea and Crumpets. This is gonna be great. I'm really gonna enjoy this little time of, what? What exact?
Good night.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's because we don't
time.
actually end it, do we? It just goes to part 2.
So part 2, next gameplay coming up.
It took the Crow team like
That took
2
the
hours
fun
to
out
write
of
that.
living.
Yep. So for the second half, we usually do a top something like 5 poopiest games or whatever. And this time we have our 3 favorite characters. The rule being we can have no 2 of our characters can be from the same franchise, and they have to be 3 different
which
characters.
Prevented us from saying Dom, Marcus, and Baird.
Or Dom, Marcus, and Cole in your scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I hate Baird.
Aw.
He's a real butthole.
Yeah, but he's so good at it.
It's true, much like someone I
Like
know.
when he brought up his father, that was like, man.
Yeah, that was mean.
That was
bro.
awesome.
Is there fall damage?
Don't
I can't jump off.
Yeah, thank God for invisible walls. And that's the only time anyone will ever say that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, looking at Call of Duty.
We got him, coach.
Really?
So, for my first character, I have Damon S. Baird from the Gears of War franchise.
And would you like to say why he's your favorite, or some of his good moments?
The snarkiest, prickiest,
So like you.
prickly prick bastard in the entire group. By far, the most snarky, sarcastic person I've ever seen in a video game. I mean, just awful. It's amazing. His character's a work of art. Is
Yeah,
what I'm
he's
saying.
like you in real life, but
Pretty much.
more of a work of art.
Right.
And someone actually put thought into your existence. Or rather, his existence, not yours.
I like his hair, too. That's about it.
His hair is terrible.
Aw.
You're welcome, America.
In Judgment, it's pretty good.
Europe. Oh my goodness!
It does not want you out
So,
there.
would you like to say some of his good moments? Because we've
Well,
got
Baird's had a
little bit to talk about.
A lot of
in a
good
lot of time.
moments.
Oh well,
You know,
that
being
was very
snarky.
broad.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, he's had
There are 2 jump buttons.
awesome. He's had a lot of really just snarky remarks in general across the series. His character's evolved well too, I think. In the first game, like he's had a good arc. In the first game, he was sort of like this, I hate life, I hate all of you.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, you need to go find the key for the door.
Oh. But first I'm gonna sleep.
It's like Daisy.
It is though. This is like all of Daisy.
What
What is it like?
That's
Shift. So what's sprint?
There is no sprint, I don't think.
Oh, you're a great person.
I always
to
turn
know
off
that.
sprint.
I hate you. That got me killed in Killing Floor plenty.
Yeah, you're welcome about that.
Good talk.
Yeah, he's had a good arc. In the first game, he sort of hated everyone and whatnot, but he sort of moved on to be more of a team player. But at the same time,
Is that how you feel you've
no?
gone?
I just
Because
suck
I
at
see
everything.
a serious parallel with you being a jerk and him being a jerk, and I was wondering if you
Had the same arc.
Yeah, made any parallels with yourself there.
No. But he became a good part of the team, but kept sort of his attitude the whole time too, which kept him a good character. So it was good, Damon Baird. And I mean, his relationship with the Coal Train is fantastic.
Yeah, they're married.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that was great.
It was great.
Do you
I'm
have
guessing
any...
you have a Gears of War character too, so we can just...
I'm wondering if you might have any good moments.
There's nothing off the top of my head, no. There's no one line that stands out.
You don't really like him that much.
Right, that's exactly what I just said.
Because like some people I know memorize all of the lines, Dan, of people they like in games and real life. It's really terrifying.
Your facial expression when you said that.
Alright, so my number 1 is Gears of War. In fact, how did you possibly guess? Mine is Dominus
Santiago.
Dominus.
Dominus.
It's a C pronounced as an S.
Okay.
That's how the name is pronounced.
No, I believe you.
Some people call like Dominic so and so.
I was just thinking Dominic the Christmas donkey, so that was.
Oh no, that's actually pronounced Dominus.
Oh, well in the song he says Dominic the.
Well, you can shut up. So.
Wonderful. You get an applause for learning French songs.
I think it's Italian.
Yep.
What?
It's the Italian. Yes.
The Italian Christmas donkey.
There you go.
La, la, la. Okay, I'm done.
Anyway,
Dominic Santiago.
He had 4 kids by the time he was
20.
20.
I want to say 20.
I want to say 20 because when he was 19, he like.
That was a beautiful plot point. He is a hero among men. No.
What year did? When did he get married? Was he exactly?
So he got like 4 mistakes. I think he was like 16. I think Maria was 15 when they had their first kid.
I think she was at least.
So that's a pretty good age to have a kid.
That was pretty funny.
I'd love my life to end at that point.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's like an alternative to suicide. Both end your manly life. So yeah, good talk.
Dark at the ARocksLife podcast.
Yeah. Is there an...
Darnell contemplates suicide. Figures. Did you find the key yet?
No, I have not found the key. Thanks for asking. I'm sure it's going to happen at some point. Maybe if I cut down the street.
I really hope it never cuts down.
But he was a really great character. And between,
no spoilers, so.
Between the books, which expanded on this, I know this is about the games, but between the books and the games, his brother's death, which everyone knows about because of the games. It was just such a beautiful, depressing
thing. The conclusion of his character arc was satisfying and well done. There's the key. It's right next to the weird gnome man.
I really want him dead.
Yeah, I know you do.
And I can't kill him, so I'll just just crouch in front of him.
Yeah. Take the chainsaw, man. No, bad thoughts.
Just do a little neutering at ARocksLife.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Grab the key.
A little bit. I think I already did. Did I not? Oh.
And take the spaceship.
Oh my goodness. F2 enter.
Crazy.
I will F all of the things.
To enter.
To enter. Just making that clear.
Right.
But his character was so nice, and the loyalty and the kind of invisible pact of love, the covenant between Marcus and Dom was such a good plot point, and it was so depressing near the end, I'd imagine, because I didn't play that. But it was just so wonderful that it had to make my list.
There you go.
So yeah, good talk. Number 2?
My number 2 is... Yeah, okay, because we're doing it 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay, so my second one then would be Lo Wang, the ancient Chinese ninja.
Or 1, 2, 3.
Well, the last one is going to be my top because I saved the best for last.
Alright.
Yeah. So the next one I have is Lo Wang, the ancient Chinese ninja from the earlier half of this video. Funny enough. He's pretty much the perfect 90s hero.
Would you like to extrapolate?
I would love to. He has a million one-liners. He uses a sword and shurikens and can kill just about anything using only those, and just happens to carry like a minigun and a railgun with him. Like those are added
just
bonuses.
for fun.
Like in most video games, it's like I need this gun for this boss. You can beat the entire game with a katana because he's just that hardcore. He's sort of like Serious Sam mixed with Duke Nukem mixed with a sort of parody on Asian culture.
Except we don't mention Duke Nukem because he's the worst of anything ever.
Oh,
good talk, team.
But yeah, Lo Wang is easily better than Duke Nukem, is my opinion.
No! No!
This is actually the ending of Gears of War 3 is the thing.
Yeah, it's just... Then,
get his arm out of his machine. The dead guy's arm out of the machine. It's clogging the gears.
That's pretty funny. The Gears of War?
Yes, those are the Gears of War, is the twist.
So, is that the end of your extrapolation?
No, you interrupted me with that. He's a parody on sort of all Asian culture in a weird way.
And we hate other cultures here, so
there you go.
It works perfectly.
Because we're totally British, is the thing.
No, we're European.
Oh.
People love Europeans in general, not just
British.
Not just British, as we see by
You can right click.
Pew.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, PewDiePie. As we see from him being Swedish, and that's the only reason he's famous. Good talk.
You know what? If we're gonna go on a tangent about that, I saw a great video.
Oh my goodness, where's the key?
No, I think you just have to kill the football jockeys. You just right click for your grenades.
I think it's more fun if I don't move this whole time, so
yeah,
I'm just gonna let myself get slammed into the wall.
That's a great idea. I saw a funny video. This is tangenty. Of someone calling the Crimes Against Humanity hotline for PewDiePie.
That's pretty great.
It's pretty funny.
So he finally got what we all felt he needed.
No, I don't think he went there with that, but the idea is what's important there. That's the thought that counts.
Is it for him being Swedish or for him being famous? Because both are problems.
Let's just hate on Swedish people for the rest of us.
Pretty much every other ethnicity. I mean, we're European.
Right. But Shadow Warrior, though, pretty great. Pretty fantastic.
Pretty solid.
He's pretty funny as well, which is, that's all we need, really. In
There's
a comedy
no
game,
kill like overkill. So yeah,
what's your second one?
Number 2 is
you forgot, so you check your phone.
Yeah,
I'll cover
one of the characters.
We'll do this. Let's go.
I love.
Just don't even look at the screen.
My favorite part. I'm just gonna walk forward and
I'll
figure it out.
Get this.
All right, this is a hard one for me, but I'm gonna say my number 2 is Ezio Auditore. I'm sorry, people. I had to do it. Ezio is just such a great character from the beginning to the end. He's got such a beautiful what was the word you used
character
for bear?
Arc?
Character arc. The way he is just
right, switch to
beautiful.
backpedal.
Because he
Nice.
starts out like he's searching for revenge. That's all he wants, and he's hunting down all of these
Templars? Templars?
like temperature lar. I think it's a type of fish. He's fishing all the time.
Right.
And that's his, that's his character arc. And then he realizes it's not about that. There's more than just personal revenge that drives this. So then he goes off and he's like helping out the assassins. Then he realizes, whoa, dude, I can do more. So he like helps out the assassins more, and that's pretty much that.
He helps them out more.
Then he leaves the assassins, and he is like, well, that part of my life is over. And yeah. So he goes on, he moves away, creates a life with his beautiful
husband,
like 30-year-old woman while he's 50,
awesome.
Sophia.
Right. Is that actually true, or you just...
That's a real thing.
Oh,
and
right.
he moved back to his hometown, if you will. And then he gets found and becomes an assassin mentor again for like 5 seconds as he mentors an ancient Chinese ninja, which is a legitimate plot point. I'm not making that up. He mentors her for...
I can't tell if you're kidding anymore.
I'm not. He mentors a Chinese lady for a little while, and then he dies, and that's pretty much his life.
I was understanding.
Yeah,
that
I figured it would be pretty useful for you.
So
but it was just so epic. He was such a cool character. Like, if you've seen the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood cinematic trailer, that like, even if Ezio didn't have a great story and like an amazing life arc, reactor, Marvel, Iron Man, superhero stuff, good talk. Even if he didn't have that, that would make him awesome. But that was just one of those other things that contributed to the awesome. And I had something else to say, but I forgot what it was, so I guess I'm done.
Alright, and then for my number one character, and honestly, whoa, hold on, look at her face. Stop the crazy train. Take over and look
what
at
is
her
she doing?
Face.
Okay, I've got to get down so she can motorboat me.
I don't want to see her face. Kill the thing.
She deserves to be dead.
Alright, let's keep this PG and keep moving.
Okay. So yeah.
Right, no. What game does character better awesome than the one and only
great. Dark Souls.
Call of Duty. Soap is the best.
Such a beautiful storyline.
Listen to Soap's character arc, right? He starts out, he's a soldier, he gets all the kills, he's like, seriously, a one-man army.
And he ends out, he's still a soldier, he's a one-man army. But at some point, I think he had an emotional moment that really tipped the tides at the end of each of the
Was it the time he shot the guy?
Oh, yeah, like, the end of that game where he, like, when there's a distraction and he kills the main antagonist.
Remember that time where...
That one Call of Duty
where
game?
you think he's gonna die and you're like, oh, an actual ending, and then they're like, no, screw that, we don't actually write endings, and he's just perfectly fine from it.
Oh, yeah,
He actually dies twice, is the interesting thing.
That was beautiful.
Right, that made sense. Because that's good character writing.
So, yeah, we love Call of Duty.
We're being facetious, of course, because we take every opportunity to hate on Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I'm
not
referring to Dark Souls. Because Dark Souls has some of the best characters I have ever seen.
And ARocksLife has some of the most obsessive YouTubers. Oh my goodness, that's what we are. Such a weird thing.
Anyways, you come with train of thought with that. Dark Souls has some of the best characters. Like, Solaire's arc is really good. I was gonna do... it was either Solaire or Sigmire of Kenreader, because they both have amazing
Quick
arcs.
scopes for days.
But I had to do Sigmire of Katarina, because the end of his story was the most depressing thing ever. I hated that ending, but in the good kind of way.
Quick scopes for days. Okay,
That's
no scopes. 360 no scope.
Darnell, have you seen these? You haven't. You don't.
I have not.
There we go.
I've not gotten that far, but you can.
I'm gonna try and keep it spoiler free.
Just spoil it. I don't care.
I don't. For the viewers,
it's just such a difficult game. They're not gonna try that hard. I'm not gonna.
Honestly,
try that
everyone
hard.
who likes the game has played through it at this point because it came out in 2011.
Except for me, because
you know what? I'll do a little annotations. I'll do an annotation. So if you don't want to get spoiled, you can click on it. It will skip to the time where we're done talking about it.
Yep.
Basically, Katarina starts out as this sort of like he sort of thinks he's a hero.
Oh yeah, he's a guy with a female's name. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna say about Ezio.
Okay, what?
Continue. It's too late.
Okay.
It's not the time.
Sigmire though, he sort of starts out as like a hero. I don't want to say wannabe, but he tries. He puts a lot of effort into it, and he sort of is working with your characters. Like, let's work together. We'll take this.
But he's fat, right?
And then you help him.
Yeah, and fat people can be successful, as we see with Francis over here.
Each time he comes to a new area, and he's like, you and I, we're going to take them together in like, just in 5 minutes, and then, oh no, don't go without me, and then you help him. You keep helping him beat all these enemies and whatnot, and challenges he has. And then over time you think, oh, I'm helping him, right? He's going to progress. you realize that every time you help him, you take away from his confidence, and he becomes slightly more depressed than the last time, until eventually he comes to with his daughter at the. Oh God, he comes with his daughter to the what's it called, the Great Hollowed or whatever, where he turns hollowed because when he lost all of his faith in himself, he lost his will to live and became hollowed. It was the most depressing thing.
So,
and then
if
his daughter has to kill him.
If you have faith in yourself,
yes, as
you'll
long as
never
you
be hollow. That's beautiful.
Yes, it is. It was so touching.
It's so beautiful.
And then he becomes hollowed, and his daughter has to kill him. And then there's just this moment where the daughter kills him, and you're standing there, and she's just like crying at his body. It's like, now what?
Is that like a triple chin?
I'm
sorry.
But in most video games, I think it does it well because it always keeps you in control. Like, there's no cutscene there. It's not like, oh, it shows your character going, it lets you actually react to it. And then it's just, you're standing there. It's like, what are you going to do now? You just have to, like, walk away.
Cry a little bit.
Yeah, right.
So, great character progression. It's a word, I swear.
But I think that was a good twist because it does a good job making you think, yeah, we helped Sigmire again. We're going to become real close friends. And then you realize, I'm killing him. Like, oh man, I made a mistake.
So you just wanted to help him out, and then you...
Yeah, and then you took away his will to live.
So pretty much talking to a teenage girl ever?
Nice.
I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, well, you have a lot of bad experiences.
Surprisingly accurate.
So, there you go.
It's true. So is that it? Or
yeah, that would be my love speech for Sigmire of Category.
My number one, which I'm sure we have a lot to say about.
I don't actually.
Collectively.
Sure.
The Arbiter from Halo 2. What's his name? Like, something with a V? Thelvedami? Something like that.
It's something in Covenant speech. There's a vehicle you're missing.
He is such a beautiful character. It's such a good storyline. So he starts out, he's just an elite. He becomes famous with the Covenant.
Covenant famous, yes.
Yeah, because he works his way up the ranks.
Right.
Then I'm not sure if this was what made him famous, but it was one of the big things he did for the Covenant. Okay, so, little backstory. The Grunts got sick of being in the Covenant, so they rebelled. And Thelvedami's solution for this problem was the obvious solution. No, close. He destroyed their home world.
Nice.
Yeah. So
like,
he just glassed the whole home world.
That's awesome.
And they didn't like this, so there were the few alive who were in what's the holy city's name?
I don't know.
High
something, yeah.
High sanctity or something like that. I don't know.
Possibly.
But it was in the Covenant's holy city, and there were a few, and they were like, okay, let's stop rebelling because we have nothing to live for. So that stopped the rebellion.
Right.
And
then,
the prophets were like, wow, that's a pretty good move, dude. Let's destroy more places like that.
I think, we need more genocide.
Successful. Yeah, more genocide. So the prophets found that as a beautiful thing. Another time, this is pretty great. I think this might have been the first contact with the Covenant or with the humans. They found the humans, and they were gonna kill them. The humans were completely not ready, because this was still like a peaceful time for most planets.
Where was the Spartan program?
Yeah, right. Point? It was probably complete.
Early? Okay, was it?
It was probably like the Spartan ones were complete. Maybe the Spartan 2 is already
so that's
in
when
progress.
Halsey is still like on the forefront of technology.
Yeah, she's still working on stuff.
Okay.
And the Covenant, I guess this planet wasn't affected by the insurrectionists, which was...
This is getting so into specifics, but
yeah, this was the
if
rebellions.
You don't know Halo, all went over your head.
There wasn't a rebellion on that planet. So the UNSC, the United
Nations.
Wait,
hold on. UNSC. United Nations Space Command.
I want to say that, but
that's right.
They said something weird in Halo 2, so
in ODST,
it's
I
whacking
thought that
me
was
up.
it. Because in ODST they have banners.
Like they said, the United Earth Space Command, but
there's no E.
That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Okay.
But whatever. So they were not ready. So they're like chilling out. They're all asleep. Then these elites come with their swords and they're like, "We're gonna kill you." And they were like, "Oh no, they're gonna kill us." So they rush to get their weapons, and Felvadame, being the genius that he is, he's like, let's be honorable. Let's let them get their weapons. The second they pick up their weapons, the elites go invisible and execute all of them. So the prophets loved him for all of his like sick
Beautiful
tactics, the terrible things he did.
And then I actually know this part of the story.
Yep.
It's the Arbiter. It's they find the Halo. They're going for the religious artifacts, right?
Yep.
They find the Halo, they go there, and then that's also the Pillar of Autumn comes, right? That comes crashing down there.
Yep.
And then the Arbiter done messes up in failing to stop the Master Chief from
trying to stop.
Yeah, and trying to stop the Master Chief from blowing up the entire thing. And Guilty Spark comes in somewhere there. I don't think Guilty Spark and Arbiter ever met though.
No, they met at some point, but I don't think he really cared.
Yeah, I don't think they were
with Gravemind.
Gravemind, right?
But I don't think they were bros. Because they didn't chill out, homie.
Because Arbiter done messes up, then the prophets are like, "Oh, all those things you did, they don't count. He lost us the Halo. You suck."
Yeah, so they were gonna execute him, and then they were like,
Halo 2.
There was the heretic,
right,
which happened in Halo 2, and the heretic's whole thing was, so he met Guilty Spark.
Take that.
And he was going to share with the elites that the prophets were lying about the Great Journey, and the Great Journey was just a mission to destroy the universe. And Guilty Spark just shares everything, and the heretic is like, "What?" He wasn't really a heretic, though. He was like the prophet that the prophets never were. That was beautiful.
That was awesome.
That was so beautiful. And the Arbiter is there, and they're like, "We've got to execute him." Little backstory: the Arbiters used to be like the greatest warriors of the Sangheili, which is the race that the elites are.
Right.
But then one of the Arbiters questioned, just like the heretic did, one of the Arbiters questioned the motives of the prophets, or what they had been telling the Sangheili all along. And then they gave him the mark of shame and made the Arbiter a bad thing. So they executed him or sent him on a suicide mission, one of those.
Skipping ahead a bit, he joins the UNSC and gets the Sangheili and the...
Yeah, no. I've got to go into detail. Time doesn't matter.
Time is... Okay.
Time is... Oh, that was beautiful.
Time is a beautiful thing. What you're saying in the next, 400 words.
They make him the Arbiter to kill the guy, and he kills the guy. Then he finds out what the guy was saying was true, and then he fights, or he meets the UNSC, and they become friends.
Well, doesn't Gravemind make Master Chief and Arbiter meet?
Yeah.
Because he takes them both to Gravemind's lair, and he's just like, settle it.
The brutes start killing the elites.
Right.
And, yeah. So the elites were angry, they left the Covenant, and so the Arbiter pretty much saves humanity.
And Master Chief is an idiot.
Yeah.
And has no character at all.
Yeah.
There's no arc for Master Chief, is there?
There really is none.
It's old war hero to old war hero from start to finish.
Yeah, whereas the Arbiter was such a beautiful character, just in general. He was the worst thing for humanity, then he was the best thing for humanity. He was the greatest warrior of the elites, a tyrant, then he became the greatest warrior for the elites as a leader.
So the real question is, why do they sell Master Chief t-shirts and not Arbiter t-shirts?
Yeah.
You know why?
Also, he has some good lines.
More Xbox fanboys know about Master Chief is the only reason, actually.
For example, I am truth. I am the voice of the covenant. And so you must be silenced.
Right.
And that was a beautiful thing. You're welcome,
What was
people.
the other one? Were it so easy?
Oh, yeah. That was such a beautiful line.
Were it so easy.
When they thought the Master Chief was dead, they were at his funeral thing, and they were like, he's dead. And he's like, were it so easy.
He says that so knowingly, too. Like, he knows everything.
He's just a beautiful character in general.
He's like, yeah,
so, that was our top 3 characters. Who
and
do you
our
think?
In-depth talk of Master Chief.
Do you think we're wrong? If so,
well,
you
it's
can
subjective,
you can go kill yourself because you're not as good with thoughts as we are English.
With thoughts?
Also, I'm better at English than any of you. So, good talk. Tell us who your top 3 are so we can ignore that.
I was
Good
gonna
talk.
scream
I guess
brofist
that's
and
the end.
punch the microphone.
But that might hurt the microphone,
Yeah.
and that's too
hurt
supportive
my
of poo.
Well, the joke is that he usually punches the scare cam.
Poo.
Right, he usually punches the scare
I wouldn't
cam.
know
I was
that.
gonna punch the microphone.
Poo.
Is the
Poo.
twist.
Poo. Yeah. Poo. Yeah. Peace out.
Good night, my children.